Oh Mary, this London's a wonderful sight, with people here working by day and by night. They don't sow potatoes, nor barley, nor wheat, but there's gangs of them digging for gold in the street. At least when I asked them, that's what I was told, so I just took a hand at this digging for gold. But for all that I found there, I might well as be in the place where the dark morn sweeps down to the sea. Welcome to Newcastle.
Ireland, it's where I call home, and it's great to be back. Paul and I are here for the next few episodes to take you on a tour of the north of Ireland. Please join us.
Welcome to a very windy Newcastle in County Down. Behind me are the Mourne Mountains, and it was here that I used to come for my childhood holidays, and I've only been back once in the last 40 years. I really have so many great memories of being here, and I'm looking forward to taking a walk around today. Well, we're at the foot of the Mourne Mountains, sweeping down to the sea just behind us. And when I stayed here when I was maybe 7, 8 or 9 years old, we stayed at a hotel or a B&B right down at this end of the town.
Really?
Yes, in fact it could have been one of these buildings behind me. I'm not too sure. But it certainly wasn't as close into the middle of the town centre. It was right down by the mountains here. And I can remember packing my little suitcase, tiny little thing, and it had a certain smell off it as well. And when I had that suitcase and I smelt that smell, I knew that I was going on my holidays to Newcastle. There was one incident I can remember. One evening my mother took me out for a burger and chips, and we were going to take it back to the hotel. And when we brought it into our room, I opened up my burger and there was no burger inside the bun. So we had to go back, and they did replace it. But I have so many great memories of being down here, and Newcastle has had quite a lot of refurbishment in the last few years. The seafront certainly didn't look as good as it does now. I can remember an old broken wall, but they've now got metal railings the whole way along. So today I really want to try to get the Newcastle experience, the seaside experience. I must be on holiday. I've got my little coin purse and I'm outside an amusement arcade. I hope they've got a 2p machine.
Do you need a bucket or something?
Nah. Oh. It's all about timing. So we do double-hander. Ooh. This is exciting. Look, it's dragging one out again as well. Oh.
I think it's just teasing you.
Yeah. Last two. Well, they say the house always wins, but I'm taking my 10p winnings. I would like to see that one fall though.
Okay.
You can see how it's a sort of like hanging. You always know when you've been to the amusements, your hands smell like copper coins. It's slightly calmer now as we walk further along the seafront. Well, we're standing on the shop side of the promenade and the town centre is just ahead. The Newcastle Centre is known locally as the Annesley Mansions. It is on the site of a succession of castles, one of which gave its name to the town. The last of the castles was demolished in 1835 to build the Annesley Arms Hotel. The war memorial in front of the centre, a sphinx on a pedestal, is the work of sculptor Francis Wiles. Ooh, I remember the Joyland arcade. I think I'm going to have to go in there as well.
Follow these steps to subscribe.
Do you smell the seaweed?
Yeah, I smell more than that.
Oh, but the sewage as well, is it? Hopefully not. They've got a big wheel in town, but I think it's a little bit too windy to go up there today. Lots of interesting little shops along the way, but there is one observation, isn't it, Paul, about Newcastle?
Yes, where are your loos?
Yeah, we haven't found one as yet, so I think that needs to be sorted out. There's traffic everywhere here, but it's very difficult to cross the main street in front of the mountains along the promenade. We've got a little supermarket over there. That building looks as though it might be like an old train station or something. And on the other side over here, we have got the bus station. And would you believe it? We've had a really good week's worth of weather. It has been sunny, it's been warm. In fact, it's been very hot and I've managed to get a suntan.
I think it's raining right now.
It's now starting to rain. We stopped off at a little cafe to use the loo, and I was really happy to see pictures of Newcastle in days gone by. And it again was a reminder of the times when I spent my summer holidays here. And indeed, so does the rain. So we are heading off to our next destination. What? Pardon? Oh, you want to subscribe? It's Paul and Marcus on YouTube. It's still raining. We have come a few miles further south to Kilkeel Harbour, and you can see all the boats down there. In fact, there's a real fishy smell around here, and there are lots of fisheries. We've just seen a sign for Young's, which is one of the big fish companies. So if you're going to the supermarket and buying your frozen fish, it could say Young's, and it might come from here in Kilkeel, County Down. So we're just going to take a little look around. We don't want to get too wet because Paul doesn't want to be a wet fish today.
No, I don't think so.
Every motorist's worst nightmare. Look, Paul, a palm tree.
It looks rather dry.
Well, it's is it tropical weather? I don't know.
Should it be more green?
Well, you'd think so. Although it has had the sun on it for the past week or so, you wouldn't believe it today.
No.
There's something rather fishy about all this, don't you think?
What's that?
Well, the fish.
Yeah, quite smelly.
Yes, it is indeed. But quite a nice sculpture. We will see you next time. Bye. Hopefully it'll be drier then too.